Everyone. My name is Shadan Siraj and I am currently an intern at Lexis and Company. So today's topic is prostitution in India. Prostitution is the practice of engaging in relatively indiscriminate sexual activity in general with someone who is not a spouse or a friend in exchange for immediate payment in money or other valuables. Perceptions of prostitution are based on culturally determined values that differ between societies. In India, however, it is shunned upon in spite of it being an age old practice. Some view prostitution as a type of abuse or savagery against women and kids that assists to a new crime of human trafficking. Moreover, in the early days, only females were seen as prostitutes and male were their clients. But now, in the 21st century, male, female, and transgender are all working in this profession. According to the BBC report, the males as prostitutes in India are rising at a great pace. It also states that when there are no female clients, they sell sex to the male clients. Male prostitutes are also known as gigolos. Now, there are different causes for prostitution, such as poverty. It has been seen that women of the remote areas fall prey to unscrupulous intermediaries who gives them assurance of a decent job opportunity and then sells them as sex workers. The most fundamental reason which drives the needy and helpless women towards prostitution is poverty. Unemployment. The lack of job opportunities has compelled women to desperately resort to illicit deals as a way of generating income. Rape. Around 6% of the women entered prostitution after the occurrence of rape. Many a times, the sexual assault survivors are victimized by the shame and stigma imposed on them by the society who blames these women for being raped. And in certain cases, not only the society but also their very own family members have denied to accept them. After the passage of a certain tenure, when they find no roof for shelter in our society, and when there exists no ray of hope for them, they discover their roots into the darkness of prostitution. Incest. Around 8% of the young ladies that came into prostitution following the episodes of incest. The most well known incest is among the father and the little girl, trailed by uncle and niece. When these youthful casualties of incest are sexually exploited at their very home, do not anticipate safety in any place in the general public. Gradually, they wind up in prostitution. Other than the factors that I mentioned above, there are several other reasons that drive women into prostitution. Now, the big question: is prostitution legal in India? As per the Indian context, prostitution is not explicitly illegal as it is not specifically expressed prostitution to be punishable by law. But few activities related to prostitution, such as running brothels, soliciting, trafficking, and pimping, are all punishable offences in India under the Immoral Traffic Prevention Act 1956. For example, if a person is engaged in an activity of pimping, then he or she will be punished under the law. But if someone is receiving money in exchange of sex with consent and without any prior imploration, might not be illegal in India. Mumbai, Delhi, and Kolkata are the major cities in India where brothels are operating illegally in large numbers. There are several laws related to prostitution in India. As per Section 2, subsection F of the Immoral Trafficking Act 1956 gives us the definition of prostitution as sexual exploitation or misuse of any persons for any business purpose. Section 372 and 373 of the Indian Penal Code 1860 also deals with prostitution, but it is restricted to child prostitution only. Though under Section 366A, 366B and 370A of the IPC deals with punishment for offences of procreation of minor girl, importation of girl from foreign for sex and exploitation of a trafficked person respectively. Thus, under IPC laws related to prostitution is quite limited. Now, is there any right reserved for the sex workers in India? As per our Indian Constitution, the fundamental rights are available to every citizen of India, and therefore, sex workers, being a citizen of India, are also entitled to enjoy these rights. The right to life incorporated under Article 21. Right to life incorporated under Article 21 of the Indian Constitution is available to prostitute, which was highlighted in the case of Buddhadev Karmaskar versus State of West Bengal. In this case, the accused Buddhadev Karmaskar was held liable for murdering a sex worker in Kolkata in the year 1999. The court further stated that a woman is indulged in prostitution not for pleasure but because of poverty. If such a woman gets an opportunity to learn technical or vocational training, she can learn and earn her basic livelihood from her skill instead of selling her body. Accordingly, the Supreme Court directed the central government and the state governments to make schemes for giving vocational training to sex workers across the whole country. What will be the punishment and penalties for indulging in these illegal activities? The above mentioned activities attract heavy penalties such as rigorous imprisonment even at the first instance of conviction. The minimum punishment for brothel keeping is imprisonment for a term of not less than 1 year and not more than 3 years, and also with a fine which may extend to 2,000 rupees. Offence of procuring a girl child for prostitution attracts rigorous imprisonment for a term of not less than 7 years but may extend to life. Seducing or soliciting for prostitution under the unnamed act for conviction attracts a punishment of imprisonment of 6 months, a fine of rupees 500, and for the second conviction, imprisonment up to 1 year or with fine of rupees 500. In addition to the Indian Penal Code, under Section 370A, punishes the offender for the exploitation of a trafficked minor with imprisonment to 5 to 7 years. There are several pros and cons of legalizing prostitution. If prostitution is legalized, the state will acquire responsibility to manage brothels, and it can fulfill this obligation by using a license to authorized person. It shall also formulate guidelines regarding the age of prostitutes, database, adequate remuneration and medical facilities to the prostitutes. By this method, the prostitutes can acquire some rights such as the right to medical care, the right to education of their children, right against exploitation and rape, and etc. This method can facilitate the eradication of sex operation rackets, hidden and street prostitution, abuse of prostitutes, and etc. There shall be protection houses established for those prostitutes who have lost their livelihood or those who are forced into prostitution but do not want to live their lifestyle anymore. The government can impart training and basic education to these prostitutes so that they find their other means to earn money and sustain their livelihood. On the flip side, legalization of prostitution could be misread as the promulgation of prostitution. This could pave the way for easy money for prostitutes and could encourage more women to practice prostitution. There is also a great possibility that this could be a revenue generating industry for the government. Thus, Rules have to be stringent to regulate this industry so that it is not legitimized and that it is the least government can do to address this issue. The issue of prostitution has become the need of the hour, and the governmental agencies are required to address this issue at the earliest. From the analysis, it can be inferred that for an issue like prostitution, there exists no requirement for any specific cure, such as criminalizing, decriminalizing, or sanctioning it. From the past research, it is difficult to refute the fact that legalization of prostitution bears both negative as well as positive effects. Therefore, just providing legal validity to prostitution will not be sufficient to resolve this problem. Rather than this, a uniform law must be made for its administration in our country, as regulation of prostitution will help to safeguard the sex workers and their children from getting exploited. Hence, a set of rules and regulations should be established in order to regulate this industry. On that note, laws shall also be amended to include men along with the women. Thank you.